You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin, you're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world. While I appreciate the mental exercise, we are running up against a bit of a ticking clock. Nevertheless, let me assure you, the princess is locked up because she's dangerous. And before you decide to waste even more of our time by asking how I know that, let me suggest a more pragmatic lens through which to view this situation. Causality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point. If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end, and there is no changing that. It's no use arguing semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin everything. Unless, of course, you do your job and slay her. Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave? Do you even know where you're going? Fine. I suppose you just... Good. What we're being asked to do here is wrong. Better to wash our hands of this whole situation. Ignore that annoying little voice. He doesn't know what he's talking about. That's strange. It looks like this path also leads to the cabin. How convenient. Everything's back on track again. Maybe the world can still be saved after all. You're really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you? It's remarkably selfish, if you ask me. I've already outlined the stakes of the situation. If you don't do your job, everyone dies. Like, dies. Forever. Your silence is deafening. But fine, you turn around and trek back down the path you came. Oh, would you look at that? You're at the cabin again. Now, I'm not normally one for superstition or astrology, but I have to say, it seems like the universe itself is doing its best to bring you to your fated confrontation with the princess. There's always a choice. Let me tell you right now that you're making the wrong one for pretty much everyone who's ever lived, as well as for everyone who ever will. And here we go. As you trudge into the woods, something strange starts to happen. At first, it's little flickers out of the corner of your eyes. Glimpses of familiar wooden structures through the leaves. But as you focus on your surroundings, you start to realize that those flickers weren't just a trick of light. In every direction, there is a path and a cabin. And not just a cabin, the cabin. An infinite fractal of paths and cabins desperately trying to draw you back to where you need to be. Wait, what's going on? But you're too stubborn for that, aren't you? It doesn't matter how many paths or cabins appear around you, you're just going to do whatever you can to shirk your responsibility because you care more about irritating me than you do about the fate of the world. You've doomed us all, you know that, right? But of course you do. Otherwise you wouldn't just wander off into the forest in search of certain death. You lose track of just how long you spend aimlessly tromping through the wilderness. But it's not like any of that time spent lost in the woods really matters, because it isn't long before the world ends and everyone dies. You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a You're here to slay her. it hasn't. Or if it has, I certainly haven't been a part of it. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's... I don't know. I think it's more fun if he knows what we're thinking. He's like, the entire world ending wasn't enough to get rid of us. I don't think there's much he can do other than object. I wonder what else we can do to ruin it. If by ruining my day, you mean ruining everyone's day, the world really did end last time, didn't it? We should be careful. For all we know, we just got lucky. The world hasn't ended yet, and you are never going to slay her with that attitude. Stuff those pathetic little voices to the back of your mind and stay focused on the task ahead. What are you talking about? I'm sure those walls have always been there. It makes sense if you think about it. If there weren't any walls in the woods, someone might have gotten lost. Or, heaven forbid, someone other than you might have stumbled onto the princess. You know I can tell when you're lying, right? Please take this seriously. I am begging you. A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. If we're stuck going in there, maybe we should believe her. Ignore him. He's just being difficult for the sake of it. Let's keep an open mind. The cabin interior is wrong. A confusing patchwork of many cabin interiors, all projected across what's almost the same space. But it's all shifted. An inch here, a foot there, such that the seams are never quite visible enough for the place to make any sense. The only furniture of note is a plain table, its legs all the wrong lengths. Its material devoid of feature. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to. If he wants us to take it, maybe we should just leave it to collect dust. Or better yet, grab it and throw it out the window. No, we're taking the knife. Have you seen this place? We have literally no idea what to expect, and no idea. I've already told you what you're dealing with. You're dealing with a princess. You can't just say that. But listen to me. My job is to describe facts as facts and to guide you through your job, which is if you're going to slay her, you cannot let fear creep into your heart. Oh, you've nothing, because you'll just ignore the stressful geometry and stay out. Even if we closed our eyes, you're constantly I'm not going to stop doing my job. So you're just going to have to get better. Yes, take a deep breath. I'm all for getting under his skin, but we'll miss out on loads of fun if we shrivel up into a ball. What you're seeing here is obviously real. Just accept it and... Okay, good. Now, whenever you're ready, we're all waiting for you to complete. You walk up to the wall next to the basement. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope there was a mirror, and now it's gone. You know that taking the mirror away from us isn't going to change things, right? We'll find it again, and then we'll see whatever it is that you don't want us to see. You take the blade from the table. Okay, fine, you took the knife. Then how are we supposed to hold the other way? Thumb at the bottom. We'll look much cooler and more serious if we hold it. It really doesn't matter how you hold the... Great. You keep... Yeah. Seriously. You throw the blade at the window. We'll be fine, don't worry about it. What's the worst that could happen? The world end. I'm not so sure. This place is already messing with... What's done is... The door to the basement creaks open. Nothing here seems to belong. And the closer you examine your surroundings, the more confused you get. The air here has a sickening, almost sludge-like miasma to it, the kind of indiscernible quality that comes from the blending together of every scent there is at once. An odour that is simultaneously If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her voice. No, thank... Oh, don't be such a baby. I don't want to do this. Let's just turn around and leave. We don't even have a weapon. But we already tried turning around and leaving, didn't we? And he threw up a wall. No way to go but forward. And what's that? That the fate of the world? There'll still be plenty of ways. You step to the left. The path is cruel against your feet. The impact of the air around you grows cold the further you progress. At first, your toes feel like blocks of ice. Your breaths puff out. You shudder against it as you continue down the stairway, losing yourself in the bone-deep chill. You slowly lose sense of yourself. The time disappears. Physical sensations dull and then vanish, until the only things experienced are the endless repeating patterns and emotions of the journey. A continuous march forward to a destination. Consumption and betrayal. Skepticism and blind devotion.
Are you just going to stand there?
I feel so strange. Like I'm fundamentally... Oh well, that was a trip, but now it's over. Time to get the princess. Eyes bright but otherwise shrouded in darkness. Watches you impatiently from... And, why are we here again? In case you weren't... You're here? He's just being an ass. We remember. Though I'm still not sure if we should try...
You can address me as Your Royal Highness, or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really. You can call me Princess, if you'd like.
As the princess speaks again, it's almost as if she fractures. We can do that? I don't like this. It's those cabins all over. You said you'd been here before, right? Does it matter? Yes, it matters. But I'm not going to waste any more time. It seems to me like you saw something you weren't supposed to have seen. If only you'd listen. Whatever you saw last time, unsee it. Whatever thoughts... Ooh, new plan. Let's...
What, like you need me to hold your hand and tell you everything's okay? We're probably stuck down here forever, aren't we? Sometimes I feel like I'm being pulled apart too. It's so terrifying. And do you believe that?
Everything you've heard about me is true, and I'm going to lay waste to everything, starting with you.
Okay, this was fun for a bit, but we can't even really interact with her, can we? Can't even follow what's going on. We need to get out of here. This whole...
I don't think what I'd do. I could tell you that I'd lead a quiet life in the woods, or that I'd open an orphanage. You either trust me, or besides,
You already know what I'm...
if you want to put an end to me, then put an end to me.
Not a single... At least aside from Miss Blood, whose buttons are there for us to press? Not exactly how I'd put it, but I don't disagree. There must be something. This is reaching its breaking point. If you don't act now, there will be nothing in here but her. Take it, but how do we decide what to do? Can there even... Stop overthinking it. Your drifting thoughts have clearly been... Just do something. Do anything. Do all of it, if that's what you want. Wait, that's not right. Go on. You take a step forward. Your foot lands, but it lands... You can feel yourself rupture. The room spins, your perception multiplying in a sickening... You find the blade suddenly in your hands. All at once you use it to strike at her bindings as you remain upstairs and slay her and leave her to languish alone. Is this what the end of the world looks like? What an unbearable... But this... We can't... Do you not have anything witty to say? No, I don't, because this isn't fun. How are we supposed to have fun if everything is happening? Luckily for all of us, nothing and everything doesn't go on forever. The world falls apart. I think he's gone. We were never going to salvage this, were we?
What happened to us? What are we? There are parts of us that are dead, and others, they just don't fit. We can feel them moving around in spaces they don't belong. It's all so uncomfortable. Did you do this? Did we do this? Can you pull us back apart? Fix.
We should help her. How surprising. I didn't actually think our actions had consequences. It's a little late for regret, isn't it?
Please.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. There's something dread. No. I'm begging you, don't. It's different now. It feels... I don't know.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel. I am solitary lights in an... I think that you are like me. We are oceans. You are the only thing. The space we're in is vacant. Nothing. I'm sorry. There are some changes that can never be undone. There are some tears that can never be unshed. This, I promise that it doesn't. I have only just now stirred to consciousness. There's nowhere for you to be. Yes, nerves and fiber, these ones are a contradiction. Oh, I am sorry that you met this vessel so early in your journey, but they will make for a rich and vibrant. Do not mourn them, for they will finally get to know themselves. Nothing, as we are. But I know that there are worlds. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be. You ask of things that cannot be. How can I know? Everything. She asks that I tell you to remember. You won't.
You're on a path. You're here to... Look, you're already on the path that leads to the cabin. Why would you be here if it weren't to complete a very important task? Does it? Are you a monarchist? Is slaying a princess that much worse than slaying a fisherman or a miller or a seamstress? If anything, slaying a princess is much better than slaying a seamstress. Seamstresses contribute something of value to society. Then I guess we'll just have to see what happens. But a word of warning. If you go in prepared to hear her out, she could easily thin each and every. So sure, go, talk to her. See how that turns out. You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking. The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and wall, the blade is your implement. You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather... Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Oh, are you now? Why don't you...
Great job. You gave away the element of surprise. Good luck, hero. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Focus on the task at hand.
You weren't kidding when you said you were here to kill me.
You step forward, your grip.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that's so, you should just
She's unarmed. If you hesitate, you lunge forward without a moment. You feel flesh easily give way and look down to see your blade already sinking deep into her heart.
Oh, this is it, isn't it? I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming. But I have to wonder, do you actually believe this was enough to kill me?
It's like she's convinced she can't die.
Yes, even as she lays there dying, she entirely believes herself to be alive. But it's over, isn't it? She stopped breathing moments ago.
But is it over?
It's over. We should make sure. What's that? I really don't think you... And why shouldn't we? I've told you everything that's happened with complete accuracy. The princess is dead. Your blade... You lean down and place your hand against her neck. We definitely won't if... I'm sorry, do you want her to be alive? Wait, what was that? You know what that was.
I guess I won't be dying alone after all.
Something sharp digs into your side. Quick, let's get out of here. It's too late for that now. You collapse to the ground as the mortally wounded princess twists a blade of her own deeper between your ribs. As you fall, she falls with you, exhausted by the effort, the little life that was left in her.
An eye for an eye. See you around.
You were so close. Why did you hesitate? For whatever that's worth. Everything goes dark, and you die. You're on a path in the woods. You're here to slay her. If he doesn't remember what happened, then...
This whole thing's a crock of shit. She's just going to pull a knife, stabbed to death.
Well, you are...
Yeah, that's exactly what you told us last time. You said this whole...
Calm down. I assure you she has no weapon. Those are two very different questions, but fine. I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving. Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me. You died last time, which probably only happened... We mostly listened to you. How are we supposed... If she sprung back to life... But congratulations, you've been... And I believe your other question was something along the lines of, oh, what's the point of doing anything? What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. We stabbed the princess stabbed us, and now everyone's right back... Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of, had you failed to slay the princess, what would...
Screw this. Who cares what happened to everyone else? She's not going to play...
At least you know not to trust her, but we were so close to finishing the job last time.
That's the spirit.
A warning. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you.
He couldn't be more on the money. But we're really doing this, aren't we?
We know what to look out for this time. Just stay... The interior of the cabin is a jagged mess of warped wood. The blade is your... You walk up to the wall next to the bed. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. You reach for... But there was a mirror a second.
Now it's gone. Yet another thing in here playing tricks on us. I hate...
You take...
Feels a bit better to have a weapon in our...
Very... Maybe that's because you haven't actually been here. I hope... So focus up. A lot's riding on this. The door to the basement, the air seeping up from below, has an almost metallic quality to it, like the smell of fresh blood.
That's right.
That sound could be anything. It's probably just her chain, her grating voice.
I hope you've come to rescue me.
There is something so...
Yeah, she thinks she's better than us, like she doesn't even have to put on an act.
As you descend the final step, the form of the... I wonder if she remembers us.
Finally, somebody. Quick, get me out of the...
Come on now, we're not falling for that, are we? She's trying to trick us.
If she sounds threatening, it's because her...
What are you waiting for? You are here to rescue me, right? What? No! And you are a brave knight who's supposed to walk up to, not stabbing.
I have absolutely zero...
She's... just because she's acting like she's going to stab you, but you know who is armed?
But I'm all the more reason to jump into the deep end and deal with her right now.
It's boring if you leave.
That's absurd. She doesn't get to be bored. Not in a way that matters. Shit. In a sudden burst of movement, the princess leaps towards you, a blade erupting from her free arm, her wrist limp and empty from the violent expulsion. Huh. So I guess she did have a knife of... How conciliatory of you. We appreciate it, really. At least we're safe here. And those chains stop her from continuing her advance. She looks down at them with something between annoyance and confusion. And then she slices through her arm. Okay, maybe we aren't safe here. She doesn't even hesitate before darting to...
Ah, shit. Okay, she's down an arm and we still have a weapon. I guess we'll have to use it.
And use it you do. But unfortunately for you, and you keep pace with her for a single brief and wordless exchange. She's much better at this than...
Yeah, it's unreal.
I'm going to kill you now.
And with a squelch, she does just that. Everything goes dark. You're on a...
No, fuck that. If we're gonna have to keep doing this over and over and over again, we're not
You're... What? The interior of the cabin is sharp. A constricting mess of curved and battered sheet metal. I feel dizzy.
Oh ho ho ho! I guess I took us to the...
The circle's getting smaller and smaller.
Yeah, but for whom? Someone or something is out there pulling the strings and we're all just popping. But what if that someone... If we were the ones pulling the strings, I'm pretty sure we're...
Great, so obviously you've already been... This is our... No wonder things have fallen apart. You do realise that every time you...
That can't be right, that's too much... It's only too much responsibility.
Let's just stay... The only furniture of note is that...
We take it.
Okay, sure, you take the blade before lending... This feels right.
That's right, we've got to be able to win it.
What if winning is the wrong... It isn't. I don't care whether you trust me or not, but at least trust that...
I'd love to get started just as much as you would, but...
You walk through the door.
But there isn't a door, it's just...
There isn't a mirror. You really messed things up, didn't you? It's like you can't even...
We can see our reality just fine.
I can feel the air coming up from behind it, stinking of iron and steel. He might...
You make your way to the door at the end of the room, stopping just in front of it.
Let's just fumble for the handle and be done with it. I don't care what...
You reach forward and place your hand on the door,
and the mirror's gone.
It was never there.
It feels like it's hiding something from us. It's part...
Guess it's time for us to see her again.
Just stay focused and you'll be fine. You step forward, but you don't get a chance to linger on the basement stairs. They are smooth and flat and metallic.
Your body tumbles onto the basement floor and the...
Hi! It looks like you don't have a way out, so I'm not going to play, but don't worry about how bad you did last time.
She's toying with us. Thinking about dying makes us as good as dead.
Actually, does survival matter? We've died twice and nothing bad has come of it. Plenty bad has come of it. You've left at least one entire world to...
The past isn't real, and your internal bickering is cut short by the wet sound of slicing meat. From the princess's arms erupt twin blades, glistening with her blood, the empty flesh of her arms flopping at her elbows like she's loose. And she is coming.
You're going to make me walk over to you, aren't you?
Shit. She's... Yeah, that's right, we just have to...
Just standing there, huh?
You don't have time to finish your thought. She's...
Ow. What a surprise.
Yeah.
Oh, a new one. I thought that only happens when we die.
You're on a... No, you're in a...
We're dead.
Aren't we?
Wait, stop saying dead. This is all horribly wrong. How many times...
This is 4.
No wonder everything's such a mess. This wasn't supposed to...
I wonder what you're going to do next. You're so...
But I guess we don't have time to talk about things. Okay. Whatever we do gets us another... us.
Let's see. As long as we keep moving, it's going to get so loud in.
Come on!
Okay. Then you skewer yourself.
I thought we both understood that dying doesn't get.
Huh. That didn't do much of anything. Well, there's more of us. Let's see. We just have to hit. She skewers you.
You'll have to be trickier than that.
What's the point?
She skewers you.
Oh, don't give up on me just yet.
Do you see that? That was luck. But we only have to get lucky. One, compliment her on those gleaming blades. She skewers you.
You're cute.
It doesn't matter how many times this takes, we can't. Okay, let's go. She's going to kill this body either way. She skewers you.
Ooh.
See? We get. Okay, yeah. Let's appeal to her better nature. We haven't tried that. She skewers. We're getting close to something, can't you? You're right. One last time, that's all. And then everything goes dark, and you die. Your Honor, don't lose your head. We're in a cabin. Everything feels like it finally fits, doesn't it? We're up. Oh! What? Over my...
That won't be very hard. We've done.
Besides, what better way to die so very...
Sure, I can think of a better way. How about we stop thinking about horrible ways to die? The only thing we're gonna manifest. There are entirely too many of you. How many times have you been here? How about you stick to describing things? Yeah, leave it to the pros.
Narrator, we heroically stride through the door and towards our...
Fine by me. You walk to the door. It's more of a fine. I'll just shut. Are you sure you don't want me to describe the stairs? Don't care. Just want to win. Fine. You make your way to the basement.
You know, this last time I killed you, and you didn't pop. I thought I'd actually done it. I thought I'd cut you into so many pieces you just weren't. But I guess we're not done. That's okay with me. I got something ready for you while you were gone. I'm not going to wait for an answer. I'm just gonna show.
You gonna say what she does? Oh, well, yeah, she says she had. Yeah, me. I think I speak for all of us when I say that I really.
Here we go. Now.
The princess's skin twists, splitting into red blooms of raw meat as it stretches. She becomes a wave of blood and viscera, pieces of her splattering against the walls. All that remains in the center of the room is a skeleton of blades. A heart beats furiously in its cage of a chest.
Are you ready for what comes next?
Holy shit! She's... Yes! Behold! Do you think we can throw her out? That looked... How is she still alive? Heart's still beating, that's all she needs. This is fake. This is all... She doesn't even have a back anymore. How are we supposed to stab her in it?
This is all just a sick.
We're screwed. I quit. I'm done. What just happened?
Something feels different about you. It almost makes me feel different. Like I should actually take this serious. You're incredible.
Eyes close and perspectives meld together, and the breadth of my experience stretches to new corners. There, it feels correct. If I am to be an ocean, you have nurtured me into a pond. You will have your rest in due time. My roots burrow in an ocean beyond your sight. long for your return, but it will give me time to reflect. We will meet again.
You're on a path in the woods. Of course I haven't. Why would I even consider that? Nobody... I mean, maybe some people do, like nihilists or very, very evil people, but surely you're not one of those, right? I'm talking about the end of everything as we know it. No more birds. Don't linger on the specifics. You have a job to do here. Just get in there and do what needs to be done. We're all counting on you. While I appreciate the mental exercise... Look. Are you serious? No, you have to do it. Then I guess we'll just have to see what happens. The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. You take the blade from the table. It'd be... The door to the basement creaks open, revealing...
Oh, it's been so long since anyone's come down here. I was starting to think they'd forgotten about me.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something? Then drop the knife.
We should. It'll go a long way to build it. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is. The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and...
Thank you. Maybe now we can just... talk.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face. Unarmed. We'll be fine. I don't know what you're...
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
Don't just tell her that.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think. I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here a long time.
Just how long has she been down here?
If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so... dangerous? Ending the world seems like an awful lot for just one person to do. I wouldn't even know where to start.
I believe her. She doesn't have to know how to destroy the world to be capable of doing it.
At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust. Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why. That doesn't sound right to me. And I don't think it sounds right to you either. Otherwise, we'd be killing each other instead of talking.
She has a point. There's a reason I've been telling you to question the situation.
So, I could tell you that I'd lead a quiet life in the woods, but you don't really know me, do you? What can...
She's right about one thing.
Like I said, It's all. So do you trust me? The prisoner, the victim, the princess clearly and.
She's wrong. This isn't about trust. This is about risk.
Too long.
Again, she offers no specifics, no matter how. She hesitates before answering.
You can address me as Your Royal Highness, or Her Majesty.
You can't. Don't.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. I'm sure there's a key. Well, we can always put that.
Her sharp eye. She isn't suggesting she is.
Don't jump to any weird conclusions. Oh, have you decided?
You know why you're here. Have to be. You walk up to the chains binding them. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even.
If you don't have the key, maybe you should go looking for it.
Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never.
I'll be here.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but is someone else here? You try the door. You're here to slay. Your shouts and pleas. I'll repeat myself once. You make your way back to the bottom of the stairs. Easier for her, easier for everyone.
I heard the door slam. The knife. Pick it up.
You won't like. Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the. You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and you make quick work of it. Before long, you're able to crack through bone. She didn't so much as utter a sound. Free from her bindings, the princess turns. How is she so composed after losing?
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her as the princess approaches the bottom. Wait, this isn't fair. You can't watch me. Stop that.
I thought this was a little.
Your body lunges forward to sink the blade into her back. Stop it. Stop. The blade. Move.
You're doing your best to help me, aren't you? I can see the I'll make this quick.
She steps forward and pries the.
Maybe I'll see you in another.
And then she slits your throat. Her face remains unchanged as she watches you. This is the end. I'm afraid it is. Everything goes dark, and you. You're on a path, you're here to slay her. My tricks? Don't forget what he did to us the last time around. I wouldn't trust a word out of. I'm inclined to agree. If he doesn't remember, you know I can. And as far as trying to help her goes, need I remind you? A warning. She will lie. Yeah. Did you just... No, I didn't. Just ignore this clown. The interior of the cabin is less a cozy woodland retreat and more like the only furniture of note. The blade is... You walk up to the wall. What are you talking? You reach for... and now it's gone. If he doesn't want us to know about it, it must be important. We should keep our eyes peeled. You take good idea. The door to her voice.
Is that a visitor I hear?
Does she remember us? You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. She looks up at you. Should we be worried? Why would you be worried about her? Have you noticed the empty chain on the wall? Odd that in a place where everything seems to serve a distinct purpose.
What an interesting development. Why don't you have a seat?
You step towards the princess.
There's fine. I'd prefer we keep some distance.
That's reasonable. You do as she asks and sit on the floor.
Thank you. Now... Oh, are we acknowledging that? I thought we weren't going to...
First you make a comment about having been... As much as I would like to remember... It's complicated. Ideally, this was supposed to be one and done.
You go to the cabin, you heroic. The situation right now, where you're getting a contingency for you failing, obviously. And you being here means that things are going to be...
If you knew this could happen, why didn't you tell us? All of this.
I needed you to be in the dark for as long as I could keep... And maybe I wanted to be the first version of me. That's pathetic. I get it. It would be pretty upsetting, wouldn't it? To know that you might not be the first version. Exactly, he gets it. You're lucky.
Moving on. Why is it...
The more I say, the more your mind will swim into dangerous... Your success hinges on you having imperfect information.
I won't.
Just give it a rest. This isn't...
Focus. This is a serious situation. You shouldn't be I don't know, but you could always try it. Maybe it'll fit.
I hope I don't actually have to say this.
Nothing happened. You died. I went upstairs. I couldn't leave, and now you're back.
Is that really all she knows?
It's not like we have much of a clue about how things work. And she's probably even more in the dark than we are.
You're looking at me like I might be hiding something.
I guess it's possible she really doesn't know anything.
Yes, your intentions. There isn't a keyhole in these shackles, and I don't see any keys in your hands either.
Is she forgetting about the...
Or does she think she'd...
You're right. Maybe she...
Unless she really could survive.
Though I suppose you could just be here to kill me. But I don't think that's in either of our best interests.
I wouldn't do that.
And why?
Do I even need to explain myself?
And what? Is it going...
I don't know.
He doesn't want us to look at it.
But what if he's telling...
He isn't.
I am. Against your better judgment, you approach the chain dangling from the far wall. What is that supposed to mean? Yes.
Come out and say it then. You're just
Fine. As you hoist the shackle, its heft, and, as if your situation weren't bad enough, the same magnetism... Yes? Are we stuck here now? Yes.
Huh, so it does fit. And I guess it doesn't like your knife.
What are we supposed to do now?
Can't even cut us.
That's horrible.
It's not all bad.
Not to touch things with specific...
No, that there's something special about this loose...
No. Yep. Nope.
That's rude. You and the princess wait in silence. This is so...
There must be something we can do to get out.
But there isn't. Time, it passes and passes. At least the world, it isn't. You're stuck. But she's not ending any. Her very existence is...
How exactly does...
It just...
But...
Your line of questioning is interrupted, and let me guess.
If time is passing, the cabin can't be the same. Even if the differences are small, they have to exist.
I suppose you're correct. Things are changing. The differences are...
I don't like small talk.
Still rude.
You continue to wait in silence.
That doesn't make sense. Has our entire concept of time changed? What happened to starving?
She hasn't starved.
I guess she hasn't.
Even more silent time passes as you watch roots push themselves through the increase until suddenly... And?
I think he's gone.
Would you look at that? We made it out of the cabin, and nothing bad had to happen to either. So this is the outside world.
She's gone, and there's that mirror. But it feels so bad. Look.
You're right. Part of me wants the truth, but something's...
What is that supposed to mean?
No, that can't...
I am a growing chorus of contradiction, a mass of talk. All of me is changing. It changes me, but it doesn't make me worse, nor does it make... It says that you're... be here when it is time for us to meet again.
You're on a path. You're here. Don't mention it. It's all part of the job. You make your way up the...
We're not going to go through with this, right?
Ignore him. He the interblade. You take the blade. Her voice.
Who's there?
She sounds...
Don't let it... Good. You're still listening to reason.
She's so...
Focus on the task.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
You step forward.
Oh, I'm probably chained up in the space. So, you
She's unarmed. You lunge forward without... You feel flex...
This is it, isn't it?
Yes, exactly. It's over. With your work done, you... Why do I feel? You did kill someone. Greater good or not, something would be very wrong with you if you didn't feel at least a little bad. But that day isn't today. You open the cabin door, ready to...
Only a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find.
What?
Everyone is fine. It's just that you and the cabin are now far...
I'm so glad you're This is what's best for everyone. Time passes. You can't... Hey. Are we really happy? Really? More happy time passes. Though, please, shake yourself out. The little voices... Eventually you pass into a blissful...
You have already committed to my completion. You cannot go further astray.
Good, because... The blade. I can hear everything you say, little...
He's right.
Do you hear that? It wants... Do you not? Don't you... How astute. In a sense, I know that little... If we die, I made this happy little place... Fine. Whatever. The princess's body is dust and bones. Though the blade you used to slay... You pick up the blade, you stab yourself... The end. Nice. You're on a path. You're here to... She will lie. She won't. The interior. It feels like a... That's because there isn't. Who cares if there's a mirror? I care less about that and more about whether we're being lied. I'm not lying. The door to the base of the room below. Nobody's here. As much as I appreciate the I guess we'll just have to go down and see. As you descend the final step, the form of the prince. Okay. It's just like I... Before you have a chance to finish your thought, two deep-set eyes stare up at you, and finally, the rest of the body floats up to join the head. Go! Oh. Wow.
Oh, it's you. Hiya, Keller. I was hoping...
The princess drifts across the room into your orbit, gently running her fingers across your shoulders and down your neck. Her touch is cold and ethereal, formless yet real enough that her eye... So she has a body.
I see you brought that annoying knife again. So, are you waiting for it? How should I know? Why does anyone come back? All I know is there's a hole in my chest, and not the big and nagging reminder that I'm not where I'm supposed to be.
We could always try. She's a who says common sense. There's nothing. Fine. I suppose you have. We could always ask her. Oh, for the love of. And is that right? Yes. But those are.
Too little, too late.
She's not in a position to bargain. We don't have. When a hero slays. No. So don't try to. Are we putting this? If that's what it comes down.
Oh, that's sweet of you to offer.
It would seem that everyone here. And just where is?
I don't know where home is. I just know it isn't here. Wherever I'm supposed to be.
How? And how convenient for her. You see what she's doing, right? She's suggesting that the only way you...
I wish that's how it worked. I've tried. Before you.
Maybe we should just leave. Hasn't got out. It'd be dull anyway.
But you can come and go after all.
Absolutely. She is. Would she be able to see? Now, isn't that? You won't.
If I'm able to. But for all we know, that's not how it works.
Don't much like the sound of that. It could be the best way to trap her for good. That is a
Sure. Why not?
That doesn't sound very... I can't believe you're even entered. The princess swims through the air in front of you.
You're really trying to make it up to me.
What are you doing?
See you soon.
She rushes forward and then... I'm not sure I like this. Can we get a do-over? I'm afraid it's too late to stop now. You collapse to the floor.
Come on, you. You've got to get up. I know everything feels heavy.
Your eyes flick back over.
So this is what it's...
So, clearly it doesn't.
All these shards of broken glass on the floor.
Hey, I'm not a shard.
It's okay.
Who cares what we are?
You don't have to fight.
No, it matters. What we are matters. If I'm a shard of broken... I'm clearly the same.
They're not listening to me. Do they not?
No, I'm not talking about you. You don't need to know what I am. You just...
So, you're the one who pulled the strings and made me dead. I can tell you don't belong here. You're barely even there.
That's rude.
You're kind of like me.
I'm just going to ignore her. You push yourself... Obviously, she's...
Because I'm in here with...
I'm setting the stage. The room is empty.
You don't have to let him get to you. You're back.
This is infuriating.
I'm just trying to get home.
But that's exactly...
You don't know that.
I do. Wait. If she has a home to go back to, it doesn't mean that at all. It could mean... Yeah, but it has to be somewhere, doesn't it? I suppose it's all a matter of perspective. We're against for how much you hate her.
Maybe the bossy...
Not at all. I'll have you... It's just... And what? This body... You continue slowly to...
We're so close. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
You lift your shaking hand. It was exhaustion. Shit. But exhaustion wasn't enough. Collapse to the ground. You and the princess. Yeah.
Nothing.
So we did slay him after all. But what about us? Are we just stuck? We're still. Yeah, but that thing you...
Okay, I've heard enough from these two. Let's see.
I'm out. You actually freed me.
Don't mention it.
I think this...
She's gone. And there's that... I would have kept them... What is that supposed to mean?
There's a world, do you know it? There is a warmth and sadness in me at the thought of people. You have already chosen. You are as I am now. What textures will... If you close that box, you'll always come back. I never left your side. No, their thoughts are quiet. I am on the cusp of my awakening. One, whatever you bring me next will be enough. The next time I see you, I will be here.
You're on a path.
That's the spirit. We're not gonna... The interior blade
Hello?
is... Don't let... How many times do I...
Wait, really? Come downstairs. I want to see the face of my rescuer.
You walk down the stairs. She's beautiful. I am begging you.
Hi. I can't believe you're here. I hope you brought something to deal with these...
Don't do it. You're only making this more...
Thank you.
You're making a... No. You're doing the right... You walk up to the chair. They're large and heavy.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Maybe it's somewhere doubtful. Whoever locked the prince...
Okay. I'll be here.
You attempt... Someone else... You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. Easier for everyone. Look at the
I heard the door slam.
There's a slight panic.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could...
She barely hesitates before raising her arm to her as she rips her flesh from her bone. It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure, or you won't like... Fine. Against your back, you cut. The blade is sharp, and it... She didn't so much... No. She smiled. How is she still smiling after...
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
No. We won't have... As the prince... Wait. Watch me.
What?
Stop that.
Something's come over you, hasn't it?
Your body lunges forward, but the princess dodges. Stop it. The blade! As your body remains...
We both...
She nervously reaches towards you.
I'm sorry.
She plunges it in...
Oh...
Stay strong. For her sake. Whatever. She sinks the blade into your chest.
I'm sorry.
She doesn't know how to use a knife, does? Apparently not. Though it doesn't matter how sloppy her blade work is, does it?
I'm so sorry.
It can't just end... Oh, that's rich. Everything goes dark. You're on a path. You're here. A warning. She will... Forget he's... But he is a villain. Last... I think he just likes to hear the sound of his own. I do. But I also speak from... Sure, yeah, your passions are strong and all, but not everyone needs... Don't pay their bickering any mind. Focus on the task ahead. The interior of the cabin is clean and elegant, its stone walls draped in fine threaded... The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an... But it's still a stone basement. A soft...
Hello?
Her voice. Okay, I'm with you that we should be doing whatever we can to save her, but we don't even know the princess. Yes, for everyone's sake, you're not in love. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. My love! Where... You know she can't... She may not be able... Oh, your spirit's plenty...
It's you, my dashing hero.
Did you hear that? And she called us... Flattery really goes a long way with the two of you, does... Waiting for you to come back. That's right, villain. Well, only because he made us try and kill her. It was... And you've died before. So an entire world has been damned... We damned her... Nothing resets. You're just somewhere else. You can't keep hopping between worlds forever. Especially... Rescue her? What are you talking about? Did you forget that? Don't you see? No, she's a prisoner here. You can't just... If her hand could just slip out of the chain. Because we've... I'm not sure. Would you rather believe me? A passionate heart guided by love and my own good nature. I think I'd rather... One of us has to be. Then let me show you a brand... No. You're what? I would if you had a weapon. Not on my watch, villain. You... I would. I'd listen to him if I were you. He has a lot of strong feelings. And, doesn't the world... You approach the princess and gingerly slide... I can't believe it. I guess I have to. I told you. There's no light...
I'm free, and you're not trying to kill me this time.
The princess jumps... If only you had a weapon, one slip of the wrist and your pristine blade would be... Luckily for Mr. Romance. Who needs a weapon when we have the power...
What do we do now?
Let me guess. Spoken with the rank...
I don't actually know.
She doesn't even know what she wants. You're so gullible.
I think I want...
The princess... And then she...
I don't know. That sounds perfect.
The princess takes your hand. We have each other. I like to think that you... Look, I have my doubts, but the choice has been made, and this... I will mope about it, because you and the princess walk up the stairs, and what happens after we walk up? Let's see. Oh, isn't that... That's a familiar... Did I do that last time? Then you should know that you...
Oh no!
She's right. It isn't fair. Enough with this Of course you wouldn't understand. Are you listening to this? You don't... I'm just along for the ride.
Okay, yeah, you've got...
You place your hand and... The lock clicks. And I knew it. Your words are no match for the pure strength of our hearts, bound together as one. You and the princess make your way upstairs, and... The blade, that's right, there's still a chance. You're enjoying this, aren't you? You know, if her walking out that door is really gonna end the world, that's not. Yes, what he said, that's not how this works.
That's the way out. We're going to leave together.
Yes, I suppose you are going to do that, aren't you? And then you step outside. A happy ending.
We did it. What should we do?
Where did he? Oh, is he gone? I hadn't noticed.
I'm cold.
She's cold. Quick, our feathers. Pluck them all and weave her a coat. She's gone. And is that a... Yes. I fear that we were... I think you know. Construct. It was supposed to keep the two of you trapped here until the job was done. And it was supposed to... The construct you're in exists in every world at once. Any time you failed, any time you thought yourself... But you're waking up to your true nature now. I do. The people out there are real. No matter what you do... Nobody alive has done anything to you. I'm all gone. But if you and the princess want to smite the rest of them for the crime... The narrator. Yes. I suppose that's my job, isn't it? You needed help, after all. An objective voice to guide your... Oh, I'm nothing like... I'm an echo. Likely one of many. Somebody made you, after all, and I'm what's left of him. Not that I'm the only... Of course. That this construct you're in exists in many places at once. Anytime you failed, anytime you thought yourself dead, it would restart and shunt, but you'll be awake soon. I'm aware, and if I were you, No, I'm not a part. From one vantage point I must seem wholly foreign, but from another... Soon I'll be gone entirely, and you'll be left alone with your final choice. So allow me to make my final request. The princess contains death itself within her. You're the long quiet, the god I made. Well, there's no reasoning with a god. Even one you've woken. It's like I said, I'm just an...
I can finally see you, and you can. It's been so long, and my heart has ached for this moment. I've missed you dearly. Every word you spoke found its way to me. I know him, and I know his construct. He was deluded by his names are their attempts to capture that which cannot be captured. They call me the ever the passive player. always reacting, and when the echo spun us from one into two, he gave you a choice, and me a... So, will you attempt to destroy me and bring about a world devoid of death? Even as your eyes begin to open, you still hold on to the... Nothing brings me greater joy than to hear those words. It's everything.